A very good morning, children. Welcome back to Self Development and Art Appreciation. Chapter 4 Media and I, Part 2. Life is meant to be lived, not flaunted. That tells you that life has to be lived in reality and not flaunted with all the advertisements and carried away. This chapter is basically tells us that male, female are equal in society, are equal in every sphere of life. So we must share the burden, children. So it also shows that how the gender stereotypes is broken, and today's men, of course, they willingly accept women as equal, whether in society, whether in the workplace or at home. But still, there are some who have this indifferences in them, and it's very difficult for those women who are caught up over there. This is the text, children, Media and I Part 2. You have to look at it, Twitter and various other Facebook and all that, which I have already spoken in the Part 1 about it. And there are few advertisements in your lessons. You just have a look at it. Look at this ad, children. Read the ad. Care makes a man stronger. Can you see that? 6 Indian ads that broke gender stereotypes over the years. I'll show you all one by one. See this ad, Havells Hava Badlegi. Okay, in this, the man, the husband, proudly takes a wife's name. You can just read that. See a couple sitting at a registrar's office with the husband taking the wife's last name, that is surname, and making the official do a double take. Others, you know, it's always just the husband's surname tagged to the woman's surname. So they are just showing you all these ads where they can break the stereotype, and because of which men are changing and they're accepting women as equal. This is Ariel's Share the Load. You can see they're sharing the load. Titan Raga, Her Life, Her Choices. How boldly she takes the courage to choose. You can see Titan Raga celebrated the women of today in this empowering advertisement. They showed us a strong and independent woman who's capable of making her own life choices. She has aspirations and is not afraid to take control of her life in her hands. It is really interesting to see how they have depicted a high-spirited woman with an aura of sensuality wrapped around her. Now, this is a really very nice one. Airtel Boss. Here the woman herself is a boss. She completes a course. She completes a job in the office. You can read it for yourself. See, this ad features modern day couple. The woman is a multitasker who handles her office and juniors at work and then comes back home to prepare food for her husband, who is still at his workplace on his boss orders. This ad beautifully portrays a relationship where woman knows how to juggle the work and personal life. This is another beautiful one. You can see this is Raksha Bandhan, Ford. This is a Ford ad where you know this actress, Kalki. So, where in this ad it is shown subtle undertone of feminism, which we don't often get to see in the Indian ads. It's always shown the male protecting the female. Why? The female cannot protect herself. The woman here, Kalki, shows that she loves Raksha Bandhan and also tells us that she is capable of looking after herself and her safety. The ad beautifully portrays that a modern day woman doesn't just depend on her brother but also takes the wheels in her own hands with a dependable, safe car like Ford EcoSport. The car has been given the status of a family in the ad, which makes you feel safe.
इस तरह से एक आदमी को कुछ लोग लगातार पीटते रहते हैं, फिर अचानक से एक महिला आती है, उन लोगों को सिर्फ एक छड़ी की मदद से भगा देती है। ये बहादुर महिला जो एक छड़ी लेकर आती है और किस तरह बहादुरी का परिचय देती है जब उस शख्स को ये लोग मिलकर पीट रहे होते हैं। इसके पति को दरअसल ये लोग पीट रहे थे, तब इसके
That was Yamuna Nagar viral video shows woman saving a man's life from at least 4 goons. Children, this is her job. So you will have seen how you can see a woman police here, inspector. Okay. Eve teasing. Now we go on to Eve teasing. Teasing the girls, passing comments on them, harassing them, purposely troubling them is called Eve teasing. Some people behave in this manner on the roads or in the crowd. Passing indecent comments in foul language, touching inappropriately, criticizing them, using physical force, making lewd gestures are all included under Eve teasing. If you remember in old movies, it used to show that, certain things like this, like teasing and running behind the heroines and singing and all, which is not at present the right thing. Now, it is actually for the boys. Boys, if you are doing in this act, if you are in this act of Eve teasing, please stop it, because just think, if it was your sister, your mother, put them in that place and you understand. It is, gives you joy because everybody is laughing and all, but understand what goes on to that girl. Okay, some might show they are laughing and they're smiling and they giggle and go because that is how they try to cover their fear, or some might be enjoying. So, but that is not the right thing. Every girl fears the possibility of misbehavior. So what happens, many parents fearing the possibility of misbehavior, many parents avoid sending their daughters out for education or jobs. Just because of this feeling of insecurity, many girls are deprived of many opportunities. Do you think that we should create an atmosphere of security for everybody in the society? What attempts will you make for this? So, as a boy, as a girl, what are you going to do in your society, in your family, to create a secure atmosphere for all the girls, for yourself as well as for all others? Boys, for your sister, for your mother, as well as for other girls. Okay, now this you have to question yourself. How is the atmosphere in your class? Is there an atmosphere of equality in your class? I would say last year you can think of children. This year we are all in online. Does anyone in the class pass inappropriate comments or tease somebody which makes others uncomfortable? Does everybody understand each other's problems and take care that they do not cause inconvenience to others? Does everybody get equal opportunity to participate in class or group projects? In school, do you find obscene messages or rumors being spread about anyone? Now you take 5 to 10 minutes time to think over the above questions, children, and write it down in your notebook about it. Responsible social behavior, how it should be, how you should be responsible. Protecting each other from other people, indulging in misbehavior. Beware of people trying to misbehave with you, and say no firmly to anyone trying to misbehave with you. Inform this to somebody you trust. If you see anyone misbehaving with someone, try to put a stop to the misbehavior and inform the elders about it. Never tolerate anyone who takes undue advantage and misbehaves with you or anybody else. It's not just with you. Even if you see with an unknown person, you need to voice out, children. People will come for your help. And our Mumbai is very lovely, very good. Okay, there's no other place. So you need to just scream out. You need to just call out to people. Otherwise, they will think that you're enjoying, or everybody will be like, it's okay, it is going on. If you voice out, if you call out, people will surely come for your help. Respect people around you. Many people may like us, but we may not necessarily like all of them. Like for example, maybe all of you will not like self-development teacher, that's me. But that is natural, children, because we are humans. We have our own likes and dislikes. Not for a reason, but even then. Similarly, we may like many people, but they may all not need necessarily like us. Once we understand this, children, it becomes easier to respect each other's opinion. Just as you may have likes and dislikes, learn to respect and accept each other's likes and dislikes. It is important to know your limits and behave. Taking advantage of crowded places for behaving in an obscene or uncivilized manner with girls, whistling at them, passing or writing vulgar remarks, writing degrading remarks about them, sometimes on the walls or on the Facebook or anywhere. All such practices must be avoided and prevented at any cost. Now, very important, children, remember, all living beings, not just boys, girls, all living beings have some basic needs which are essential for survival. In that, all animals, trees, everything comes in that. Trees require soil, water, fertilizers. Animals and human beings also have such needs. But the major difference between animals and human beings is that human beings follow certain rules or systems even for fulfilling their basic needs, such as when they are thirsty, they want clean water, when hungry, they don't want spoiled food, okay, or they don't eat spoiled food. They have the ability to control their desires, they have patience. It is a sign of responsible person to follow certain rules for fulfilling even our basic desires, children. This, with each step, the insistence due to attraction increases. Okay, to like a certain thing or person, example, some object, intoxicant or person, a girl or a boy, to like that thing or person more and more, to feel attracted towards that thing or person, to feel that only you are entitled to have that thing or person, to feel a right over the thing or person, and then fight starts. To follow any means to obtain that thing or person, to snatch, exploit the thing or person without being concerned about the rights or pain of others at all. Okay, so you have to see whether you're following the up arrow or you're following the down arrow. But when you think of others' pain and sorrow, you will decrease yourself to one more step, that is, you will not follow any means to obtain that thing or person, like all like this, you will come down. Okay, to feel attracted towards that thing or person, you will every step you will start degrading as a responsible person, because you are responsible. So you will say, no, I have to think about others' pain. No, I cannot obtain it by any means. No, I don't have right over that thing or person. Okay, then you will say, no, I have to control my attraction. I have to like that thing, but not more and more. And then you will understand that to like a certain thing, but not to be completely overexhausted over that. As our insistence and attraction increases, we start climbing higher on the ladder shown. However, at the same time, we start degrading as a responsible person with every step that is better for us. Second, that is, third one, get authentic, reliable information. You know what is authentic? Now people say, whenever you forward something, they say, is it authentic? Okay, reliable for information. We obtain knowledge, children, about the different systems in our body work. What are vitamins, etc., like anatomy, physiology. But we can remain fit only after applying that information in our day-to-day life. Like, for example, I take all the information about yoga and I don't do it. Do you think I will remain fit? I'll have sound mind? No. I have to practice that. For example, we have the information on vitamins, but we don't eat the food items containing vitamins. Then this information is of no use to us. Also, if we have incomplete or wrong information on such topics, children, we may feel anxious or afraid. If you sit next to a person suffering from leprosy, you will also be infected by that disease. Many a times, wrong information may lead to extreme curiosity or anxiety. And to satisfy it, we may tend to indulge in extremely risky behavior without thinking about the consequences. In your adolescent period, it usually happens. You get all wrong informations because you're asking your friend who is of your same age. And then you land up in the wrong path. When someone says that by eating a tablet, we might be able to reduce 5 kilos of weight in 2 days, and you get carried away by that, why not work it out? Exercise to reduce. Remember to pass on this, children. And for you, if there exists a possibility of physical harassment, domestic violence, or misbehavior with you or anyone, don't remain silent. Call the phone number 1098 immediately. This is a helpline to assist children and adolescents. The helpline for women who need help in case of emergency is 1010 or 1091. 1098. Remember, children. Very easy to remember. So whether at home or outside, anybody troubles you or you see anyone troubling you, okay, Please help them in their time of need. Fourth one, support of law, which is usually happening these days now. Cyber crime. You know what is cyber crime, right? Is a criminal act performed using electronics or computerized media like mobile, computer, pen drive, camera, anything related to the technology, etc. Writing objectionable, obscene comments about a person or an institution, misuse or stealing of personal and sensitive information, publishing or broadcasting objectionable content about somebody are some of the examples of cybercrime. Actions like financial penalty, that is money, and imprisonment can be taken if found guilty, children. And these days, actions are taken very, very seriously. Appropriate and inappropriate. Do you think the following adults and students are behaving in a responsible way? You can see the boy shouting, okay, at the girl. Your friend likes a particular girl. He follows her on her way to tuition class. She refuses to befriend him and now he starts threatening her of defamation. Do you think it is right? Some of your friends like a dash against the girls in a crowd and they touch them inappropriately. Do you feel it is right or you are one of them? Please change your behavior and correct the friends. A friend of yours writes defaming remarks about another boy or girl on the class blackboard or anywhere on Facebook, on Instagram, anything. Do you think this is right, children? I guess you have to bring it to the notice of your class teacher and the HM or a person to whom you can rely informing if you are afraid of those boys and girls who are doing so. A friend secretly clicks photographs of other boys and girls without their permission. Totally, it is wrong. After school, your friends indulge in passing obscene vulgar remarks about other boys and girls. What do you feel? What will you do in these situations? Some boys tease and trouble your friend on his or her way home. Okay? First, nicely, politely, you can correct them, or you cannot correct them. Report it to your class teacher or report it to the HM. Your friend confides in you that a particular person makes him or her feel uncomfortable when around. Please help them out. Your friend has got into the habit of addiction of eating gutka. Gutka is banned, but there are various other addictions. So what are you going to do? As a student of standard 10, I will advise you, children, please report it to your class teachers, report it to the HM, or report it to the teacher in whom you trust and you feel comfortable. Your friend's father drinks a lot of alcohol and beats your friend under its influence. Here also, you need to take step to report it to your class teacher, or you can report to any of the family's relative whom you know very well that they will come for help. Your friend behaves disrespectfully towards girls and women. You want to change his view towards women and his behavior. First, have a nice talk, and you think with talk he's not going to change, then you need to take help of the adult children. Social media, which is used by different groups in the society to connect, to discuss, to communicate, to share each other's experiences, opinions, or information is called social media. WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, etc. are examples of social media. You're already aware about social media. So just the picture itself, you know what is it. So nothing much about. Difference between information and broadcasting media and social media, children. So difference between information and broadcasting media and social media. Information and broadcasting media are the news channels, okay, which reports news to you. So what according to you is the difference between information broadcasting media and social media like WhatsApp and Facebook? This you need to write it down on your notebook, in your notebook, okay, the difference between the two. Given below are some of your points, some of the points of discussion for you, okay. Costly, cheap means if you are going to buy something, do you look at the price and you say it is costly, so it will be very good, it is very nice, it's branded, okay. Accessible, do not reach many people. Accessible means you can be reached by many people or you do not want to reach many people. Rules, control and reliability. Easy, or difficult to use? Impressive, unimpressive. So you discuss on any topic on this. Suppose you're going to buy something, or is it easy to use or difficult to use? Okay, is it impressive or unimpressive? So you find out about information we get from the social media. Do you think everything is true, children? So you have to be very careful. There are some informations which are fake, which are not true, which spread rumors. The following message had become viral on WhatsApp, children. UNESCO has declared that the Indian national anthem is the best. These days, almost all news becomes viral if it comes on WhatsApp or Facebook or Instagram or any other apps. So, do your parents or friends verify the information on WhatsApp? Somebody forwards to you. Do you verify or just keep on forwarding? Please don't do that, because now actions will be taken. What will be the effect of spreading false information? Now, very strict cyber law is come and you will be penalized with financial as well as imprisonment, children. So don't forward if it is not verified. Effects of spreading false information. Since there is no external control over social media, most of the times no one can be held responsible for any misinformation published on it. Anti-social elements often take undue advantage of this, children. They create misunderstanding amongst different groups by disseminating wrong information or claiming their own opinions to be the truth. If you happen to receive such information as a responsible person, you should check its validity, the facts involved, and only then believe it. Like, for example, when I had some issue with my stray feeding, there was a person who forwarded a video in the group, and because of which many people got scared. It was shown that the dog is biting a girl, it's running behind a girl who was cycling in the building. And then when I forwarded to my group, they found it out, because I was in a very tense situation. So they found it out and they said this is a fake one, and that too it happened somewhere in the Delhi ka remote, where somebody did the fake video viral. And immediately I gave him left and right on that don't spread rumors, or else I'm going to report it to the police. So this is how people take advantage. So you have to verify. How to verify the received information? Check if the same information is available on the internet. If it's true, it will be available on the internet. In case you find the information, check if it is available on the website of any of the newspapers or government departments. Is the person providing the information an authorized person? Does he or she have any statistical details of the same, or is he or she only expressing their opinion, his or her opinion? After verifying all these aspects, decide whether to trust the information or not. Effects of social media on us, which already in the part 1 I had explained to you, children. What do you know about Facebook, Twitter or WhatsApp? Now, recently you must have received messages. WhatsApp is taking all the information. It's true. It's taking all the information and it wants to merge with Facebook. Facebook is already collecting all the information, all details about you, your usage, everything, children. Facebook, with the help of Messenger and WhatsApp. Messenger, we are using Messenger, right? Even I am using Messenger, but we are not aware what's happening. So they are collecting all our details, all our usage, all our transactions, everything. So Facebook especially is collecting as of now from WhatsApp as well as from Messenger all our details, our logins, our usage, our phone, everything they are collecting, our transactions, everything, your shopping, what are you searching on Google, everything they are collecting the data, children. Okay, so as of now we have one app, that is Signal, that is much better as compared. There are many, but almost all apps are collecting all the information. So be careful of what you're sharing. How much time of the day do you spend on them? Don't be what? You should understand, don't be a slave to it, but you have to use it for your purpose. Would you like to spend more time indulging in this media, and why? If it's your job, then that's a different thing, children. You are a reporter or you are a writer, then naturally you will have more time to spend on the social media. But as you and me, we are not the reporters or related to the social media, our job is not related to social media, then we should not be wasting time, children. We should use it for our purpose. Illusion of being heard. Illusion is something which is not real. Although social media provides us with the freedom to express our opinions, children, it may not necessarily mean that other people carefully pay attention to them or try to understand them. People are in the habit of casually clicking like on our views and may not necessarily mean anything to them. Like for example, Facebook. Okay, somebody put something, just because they are my friend I will just like it. No, please read what they are writing, what is their comment on that, then only you like it. Children, real life and online life is very, very different. The two things, online life looks very good, but it's not so, children. Everyone tends to publish only positive things about himself or herself on the social media. However, real life consists of both positive and negative incidents. People may feel depressed by looking at the positive things that others post and think that nothing positive happens in their life. This year, I know one girl, she was very much actually depressed because of some family reasons, which I do not want to mention, children. Everybody has their own family problems, right? And but she used to look also happy. She used to keep smiling with two dimples, on both the cheeks, and she looks very beautiful. And she used to maintain that, like smiling to everybody and hello, ma'am, hello, and very sweet girl, does all her work on time. And she was she was in the friends list in FB. And one day, then I saw some message. Of course, those days I was very busy taking tuitions, private tuitions, and all. And late night I saw like, ma'am, I need your help, and so writing her problems. I said, oh God, this girl always portrayed herself so positive, so happy, that even I felt what a life she's blessed with. God has blessed with such a nice life, every time positive and nice pics and everything, nice posting. Okay, but that day, I guess she must have, and she was not much in close to me, but I don't know what made her to speak to me. She just sent one line that I need to share with you, and then I spoke to her. And that was my first experience talking to a student on the platform. And then later on, of course, many students were approaching me, and somehow by God's grace I solved her problem, or I showed her the path. She had to work it out, and of course she came out of it. But I still can't believe that such a beautiful girl with smile always on her face, not a single moment have I seen, or any of the teachers I bet must have seen her without a smile. Very beautiful, very cute, and no anger, no hatred to anybody, very helpful. But then she was going through a hell, which later I came to know. She shared, and that's all. But this is what the example I'm sharing with you, children. So not necessarily people posting, don't think that really they are posting it because they are suffering, they are going through it, or maybe it is coming out. So online life we cannot judge. It can be real, it can be not so real also. It can be some made up stories also. Some are making up stories too. The misconception of perfection. Misconception. Because of social media, people tend to believe that their physical appearance, their life, relationship must always be flawless. Means no mistakes, no errors. Okay? Complete and ideal, otherwise they are worthless. Thus, to portray such an ideal life, people tend to exaggerate, lie, and create an online illusion about themselves. However, they feel inferior in real life. In reality, life is always imperfect. We need to work it out to make it better, children. Again, here one more incident is that this boy and girl, of course, it is of my ex school, St. Anthony's, but they were very good from school time, and they developed into this and they got married, and very lovely pictures, of the pro marriage and all that lovely pictures. Then later I came to know the girl forces to click the pics and puts in the WhatsApp, this that. But finally what happened, the boy got exhausted and they landed up to a point where they were supposed to take divorce. But good, again they approached, and we could solve the problem. I, not just me, but I took the help of my colleague also to solve their problem, and today they are happy with 2 kids. So it also happens that you're forcing your partner to post, and no one could understand that they are going through a hell life in their married life. Okay, because in school we have seen them bubbly and all those things, and then in the real life it was a mess. Suppose they did not get help on time, today they would have been two different people, slogging and whatever, going through the situation that they had created themselves. Understanding the situation, it takes a number of things to create an awareness about an external situation. Words, body language, expression, style of communications, etc. According to one research, only 7% communication takes place through words. Rest 93% is through body language, gestures, and the tone of speech. Unless we understand the social situation around us, we cannot move around and interact with the people in our society. The brain connections required for this understanding are created only through actual experience, children. This means the more we spend time on social media, the more we lose on actual or real life experience. Hence, we may not be able to develop the social skills required for actual interaction. So, right now, we are all sitting in our homes. I am talking to you through this media, through video, okay, and you are sitting in your homes, okay. Whatever the situation is, I have to do this chapter, so you might not know my circumstances, but I will have to pretend that okay, I'm happy or whatever, so this is how real life and online life is different, children. Online real life experience, where you come to school, you're meeting your friends, okay, we are little shouting at you and we are correcting you or whatever, and we are missing children equally. Every teacher misses, okay. So when you were there, we used to feel, this teacher, children should get little half day so that we can complete our work. But once this situation has arisen, everybody knows that teacher-student relation cannot be complete without being there. One of them is missing.